Hello, all you sweet little children. Today I wrote a story, and I'm gonna call it International Rescue. And here's the story. It was a beautiful sunny day out in the beautiful golden sands of the beaches of Ibiza. Ryan and his sister Jamie and their parents decided to spend the day enjoying soaking up the warm sun in the beaches of Ibiza. Ryan, who always loved swimming, decided to go out for a swim in the deep ocean, whereas Jamie and her parents stayed in the shallow waters. Ryan kept swimming further away from the shore. Some nasty octopus had grabbed hold of Ryan's legs and arms and pulled Ryan out into the vast ocean, where he had now disappeared beyond the horizon, and his parents were now worried sick, as he had been gone for hours. The day turned into night. Helicopters and lifeboats were sent out in search of Ryan, but there was still no sign of him whatsoever. Ryan's body was stranded out to sea where nobody could find him, and he took his last rest before falling into unconsciousness. Ryan fell unconscious as he was exhausted after all his swimming and trying to free himself from the octopus. And he tried to swim back to shore, but he could not see land any more, and was well and truly lost in the vast open ocean. Some pirates had been following Ryan in their submarine. They stopped and looked over at Ryan's lifeless body, and they picked him up and put him on board with them. Ryan opened his eyes and saw Jessie the pirate staring over at him with a big grin. And Ryan yelled, "Where am I? Where is the shore? I've got to get back to my sister and my parents, as they will be out of their minds with worry now." But Jessie smiled and just reassured, "Arr, don't worry, you are safe here with us. My name is Jess, and here are my pirate crew, Aqapius, Dillon, and Absolum. We are not going to hurt you. We are just here to help you." Ryan asked, "How will you help me?" The pirate smiled, and Jessie said, "Ahoy! We are not here to steal anything from you, but I want to give you some joy right now. So let me ask you, Ryan, what gives you joy?" Ryan thought deeply and replied, "I like to learn about the stars and the planets." Jessie smiled as he looked up into the night sky filled with the stars. Absalom then reassured, "I will give you my peace. Not to worry, as your family will follow the stars and they will find you." Dillon spoke up, "Every person that we have rescued have found their way back to their families, so there is a definite hope." Aqapius smiled. "It sounds like you love your family to be that concerned about them." Ryan smiled. "Well, my little sister Jamie can be a pain at times, but yes, I do love my family." That night, Jess put on a huge party for Ryan with some happy music and lights that formed the shape of planets and stars, and they all felt very joyful. However, Ryan's parents had become extremely worried about him back on the shore, and the three of them spent all night on the shore in case Ryan made an appearance. But he didn't, and the night turned into another day. Jamie and her parents got woken up by some friendly dolphins. They were singing happily and jumping in and out of the water. Jamie exclaimed, "Mum, Dad, look, some friendly dolphins. Let's ask them where Ryan is." So Jamie and her parents walked closer to the shore and asked the dolphins, "Do you know where Ryan is? And what has happened to him?" Daisy the dolphin replied, "He has been carried far out into the Mediterranean Sea and has been captured by some pirates." Jamie's mum wept, Oh no, they have got my baby boy. Jamie, you and your dad have got to hire a paddle boat to try to find him. And Daisy and Diana Dolphin, you have got to help my husband and daughter get to my little boy. Daisy reassured, Don't worry, we will bring your son back safe and sound. Jamie felt so excited and cheered. Fantastic! I get to ride on a paddle boat, and one that is going to be pulled along by dolphins. But her mum snapped, Jamie, this is not about your this is about finding your brother, not about you having fun. Jamie pouted. Yes, Mum. So Jamie and her dad rented the paddle boat and searched for Ryan amongst the dark caves, but they still could not find him. Suddenly a bright light lit up the whole cave, and they saw a beautiful mermaid sat upon a rock that was made out of precious gemstones and tainted with gold and silver. The mermaid smiled as she handed over a map, saying, Take this map because you need to know where in the ocean the pirates hang out. The mermaid was beautiful. She had long blonde, thick, curly hair and bright blue eyes. She wore a beautiful necklace made out of many seashells that looked elegant around her neck. She took out one of the seashells from her necklace and gave it to Jamie. She smiled and said, Jamie, you will need this shell because this particular shell has the magic inside of it to be able to give you the sounds of what is happening over and under the seas. You will be able to hear your brother's voice and detect his whereabouts. She then tied the dolphins using a silver cord to the paddle boats and instructed Daisy and Diana Dolphins take Jamie and her dad to search for Ryan. They obeyed her instructions and swam out into the very deep waters. Jamie and her dad listened very hard into the shell for Ryan's voice, but he was sounding very happy and not afraid whatsoever. Jamie's dad smiled. At least we know that Ryan, your brother, is not in any danger or trouble, and that he is alive. Jamie smiled. That is true, and that is such a relief. Eventually, after travelling for miles on end out to sea, Jamie and her dad had reached the submarine, which belonged to the pirates. Ryan was sat together with Jessie, Aqapius, Dillon, and Absolum on top of the submarine. Jamie and Ryan's dad panicked. Jamie, keep behind me. We are going to grab Ryan away from those pirates and put him safely on our paddle boat together. But these pirates could be dangerous. And there is 4 of them, and I'm only one man. So we need to be extra careful. And they are probably armed with weapons. Jamie cried, Daddy, be careful. Her dad replied, I will be, sweetheart, don't worry. I may be only one man, but I am tough, especially when it comes to protecting my family. Jamie looked on worried as her dad was just about to have strong words with the pirates, when Ryan smiled and explained, Dad, everything is fine. These pirates have not hurt me or ever will, because they are nice, friendly pirates that rescue people who get lost at sea. And once they have rescued them, they put on an ocean party with the theme of those who they rescue what they desire. They gave me a planet and stars party. Jesse smiled as he offered Ryan's dad his hand to shake it and said, Ahoy you and your daughter are very welcome to join Aqapius, Dillon, Absolum and I for a tea party together with your son Ryan. Jamie and her dad was very happy to meet the pirates of friendship and joy, and enjoyed joining them for an afternoon of eating the most delicious cakes and drinking tropical fruit punch as they looked over the vast seas. but they knew now that they had to get back to the shore where their mum was waiting for them, so worried and upset. Ryan and Jamie hugged Ryan and Jamie hugged each of the pirates and thanked them for saving Ryan's life and for their hospitality and fun that they shared together. Then they climbed back into the paddle boat. The friendly dolphins pulled the paddle boat back to shore as Ryan, Jamie, and their dad waved goodbye to the nice pirates and thanked them for their wonderful tea party. Once they got back close to the shore, Jamie wanted to give the shell back to the beautiful mermaid, so they paid her a visit again. Jamie smiled. "Thank you, beautiful mermaid, for this wonderful shell that helped to find my brother, but now I want to give it back to you." But the mermaid insisted. "No, child, please you keep it, for that shell is a very precious gift from me to you, so that if you ever need to hear what is happening over or under the oceans ever again, then you can." From that day forward, the beautiful mermaid became a very important part of Jamie's life, and that is the way Jamie and the beautiful mermaid keep in communication with each other, and still do to this day, and will do forever. However, their mum was waiting upon the shore, and she was looking very cross. Once Ryan, Jamie, and their dad reached shore and got out of the paddle boat, Ryan asked, "Would you all like an ice cream?" But their mum snapped, "No way, forget about the ice cream." Another day was over, and it turned into the evening, and they went back to the hotel again. Jamie asked Ryan back in the hotel, "Do you think Mum will cheer up?" Ryan smiled. "We need to take Mum to visit the pirates of joy, love, hope, and peace." Jamie smiled. "That is true. But why are they called pirates when they don't even steal anything from people?" Ryan smiled. "They might not steal gold or silver or possessions from us, but what they do is steal our sadness and anger, and in its place give people joy, love, hope, and peace." Jamie smiled. "What if they were angels in disguise?" Ryan smiled back. "Little sister, you will never know." And from that day, Ryan and Jamie felt so much joy, and that's the end of the story. And my thoughts is Jesus is like the pirates. He wants to take away all our guilt, sadness, and anger, and exchange it for his joy, love, hope, and peace. And the Bible verse I chose is Psalms 4:7. "You have put joy in my heart, more joy in my heart than they have when their grain and wine abound." And that is my story for tonight, and I hope you all enjoyed it and were blessed by it. God bless you, and I love you all. Bye.